4-to-1 balun. I believe that's radiating vertical, like the rest of the antenna. I think I got a vertical poi and the horizontal. I don't know, maybe. So I always appreciate you there, Teddy, and the good reports. I'll send you another check out as soon as I can get it, okay? Okay. I'll get back with you.
Hey, Phil, I was looking at some stuff today. I came across an interesting article. I thought it was wrote by Tom Rouse up there in Georgia. It said something about when you're shooting antennas, obviously horizontal antennas that we all use, if you put a one-to-one common mode, whatever wavelength that you're trying to be the most dominant on, that wavelength, divided by 4, that far down from where it transitions to the antenna. If you put a one-to-one common mode, in-house, let's not, change the coax, but if you just put that common mode right there at that point, you use that part above that one-to-one in that ladder line becomes a vertical radiator. Have you ever heard anything about that?
Actually, Mike, yeah, I know Tom, good man. We talk, and I love him. He's a source of information, and I believe that's what I have here. Did I say, yeah, that's what I have, but pretty much that's what my aim was, and I think that ladder line, that's the only thing I got 57 feet of it. I believe it's radiating as well as the actual antenna up there, radiator, from the apex out.
Yeah? Well, that's how mine set up, Mike.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, but what I know Tom too. He built some kick-ass stuff custom for me. And walk me through with high-definition photographs on where to put this and that, but that's whatever. But, I think the article I was reading was wrote by him, because he's a phenomenal antenna builder as well. But I think it was him that wrote the article about when you're using a doublet or an off-center fed or any type of antenna that you want both horizontal and vertical, you take whatever wavelength that you want to be on, say like 75, like, let's just hypothetically say 3900, so it's 120 feet, right? So, and then you take that that band, in the meter band or whatever, just hypothetically, not being specific, and then you divide that by 4, and then you get that vertical radiator part for that window line, or coax, whatever, in between that, and you put a one-to-one current balance to cut off the common mode right at that point, and that way you get a vertical radiator with the horizontal. It was an interesting article, and people swear that it works. And I believe the off-center fed Wyndhams are designed that way, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. That's basically what I have over here. I worked on that for a long time years ago when I was working with my double extended depth down here on 75 to 80. I had one bodacious signal, probably like what I'm doing here. Matter of fact, I got to adjust my big wire down here because I can bring it right up here dead flat on 3850 wherever I want. I just got to move a few of the others around the antennas like that double extended depth up on 40 and the 20 meter, the half wave. I know the formula now. What I got to do, I'm just too lazy to go out there and drop everything again. But as soon as the weather gets warm, I do know my ladder line or my feed line is radiating with the actual dipole up there, Roger.
Oh, absolutely. Even if you don't put a common mode out there, it's doing it. Most people put it right just before it goes inside, but I found that, like I said, like what I was reading, what I just explained, if you go a quarter wavelength down or whatever it is, I think it's a quarter wavelength down. You know what it is? Then it gives you that vertical and horizontal polarization. Not that it really matters, because after a certain degree out there in the horizon, its Saturday rotation anyway, and then it doesn't matter if it's vertical or horizontal because it's making the same point, you know. Anyway, your bodation signal literally right between the plus and the 4 right now on me.
Yeah, I think Mike, if I'm not, I used to know that. I think about 800 or 1,000 miles, everything goes into the ionosphere on a horizontal plane. When anything perpendicular may go flat, horizontal, then it all goes vertical when we get into Europe. I don't know, I can't remember. There was actually a formation, like a format. I'd have to brush up on that again. I know it's so many miles and it goes this way and then that way, but when it's in the ionosphere, it don't make a difference no more, but I don't know what the mileage was, the range, how far, when everything goes either. I believe it's flat, horizontal.
No, it depends on the angle of radiation, your takeoff angle, regardless.
Right.
And then it makes the bounce. Then it's going to switch to Saturday rotation. Next bounce is going to do it again. So it's constantly rotating and spinning. So that's the magic of RF. Where you get as a vertical or horizontal, you know, that's like when you're talking on horizontal here, and you may not hear, let's say, what you're hearing Jersey in England really well. So obviously you switch your horizontal to them, but in England, you know, you're vertical. So it's just Saturday rotation. That's the way all the world sounds. I mean, I'm not the smartest or the brightest bulb in the bunch, but I do read a lot. I do know how to read stuff. So. But yeah, I was just wondering about that whole quarter wavelength down to the 3 point and putting a one-to-one common mode stroke in there to maintain that vertical, horizontal, way away from everything else to get rid of common mode.
Exactly right. You are a very bright bulb. No doubt about it. Yeah, I'm about 64 coming out from my apex, coming on down to the 41, and then I hit the 9 to 1 if you remember the on. But I don't know what happened with that 9 to 1. I'd like to try it again, but the short one seems to be working pretty good. I could tune all the bands, and the same with the on, the 9 to 1. I don't know. That's pretty. If I go out there with my MFJ analyzer, I can actually say I do a reading right there at the where the ladder line bolts into the top of that 41, all the way down on 3.5, maybe 40 or 50, way down in the basement there, and probably like where that CW. I am dead flat with it. I can dump about 1,000 watts in it. It might come up to 1.3 to 1. 100 watt already, even when I'm tuning that 100 watt, don't even move. Like it's broken. Of course, the more power I put in, reflecting from the wire, you know, the optical or optics out there, it'll get a little bit more reflection, you know.
My biggest problem when I run a long wire across the front of my house, right where my antenna mast is that I use for my apex, there's this almost the same height street light wire goes, and it's like it couples to it because it's the same height. So I got to lower it or go above it, or turn it in a different angle away from it, a 45 away from it, so it doesn't couple to that thing. It doesn't necessarily affect my transmission. That helps it, but I receive too much noise within my signal. The noise becomes ground noise, you know, man-made noise from power lines. And that's why I hate running things straight across the front of my house. Kind of lean on the house or away so it actually helps the signal instead of hurt it. Regardless, it's going to help. That's why I'm pretty good up into the northeast and the southwest. Like, what the hell southwest of us? Panama?
Yeah, I think most of us, at least myself, I'm not too interested in going that way. I'd much rather go up north than the central part, and then maybe due south, because my broadside is magnetic in north, and the same down into the south, of course. And the axles, it ends is tied off east and west. So, and I'm almost a quarter wave off the ground, which is good. Might make it, like, want to be directional in some cases. If I could get it up a little higher, maybe the end, again, right up to 60 foot. The apex is right now about 44 feet the end. range, which is close to 60. So I think I got some pretty good ground reflection. And if you want to do a plus out there, guys listening, if you get your antenna a quarter wave, if people are talking down here at 75 meters, and get it about 30 feet down below your radiator, your antenna, you can do wonders like a cloud warmer. You can actually put a reflector under it, come up off the ground, talk to a few people about that, make it 5% longer. You could have a beam, you could beam your signal, allow the energy right up into the ionosphere, and you could be walking tall.
About a long range in terms of reflectors.
I'll sit up, Mike, I'm sorry.
Well, we need to check something. Dave, you still in here, K1DNL? If he was running vertical, I wanted to see what his setup was.
Dave in New Hampshire? Hello, Dave?
Well, he left. So, he said he's running vertical here on 75, so I just wanted to check.
Well, he said I was 10 over up there. I didn't hear any other signals. I know he told Nick was 5'9". I don't know about anybody else. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
And then if you all of a beam on 40, and vertical he says to 75, but he has a tower he uses for his vertical here on 75.
I even thought of this tower here. I got 3 stainless steel guide cables. They're going up about 40 feet, almost 40 feet up on my tower. I'm thinking of breaking them at the tower because they do connect the tower to metallic. They're doing the cables done in a metal tank going into the tower. Like a 3/4 inch bolt, 5 volt. Put an insulator there. And they're actually tied with another eye bolt and an 8-inch pressure treated pole about 8 feet off the ground. So I can make those guide cables act as reflectors, maybe like a 3-element Yagi.
Yeah, that would work. But they have to be the same angle, don't they?
Well, the angle would be the same, like the length, yeah. I think I got those guide cables, if I can remember, about 66 feet long going from the tower where they're tied off in the standoff. Just the 3 of them. I talked to William, Jeff, and we talked about different things in Canada because he has one hell of a big signal, I guess you know. I'm talking about Jeff. But, no.